You're muted. Oh.
Like, how you gonna start a whole screen and be muted, right? Like, that's crazy. Hello, LinkedIn family. How are you doing? I hope your week is starting off great. For those that know me, or maybe you don't know me, my name is Ngozi Anaji, and I'm here today doing this kind of random live stream because I have some exciting news to share, someone I want you guys to meet. And for those that do know me, they know I wear a lot of different hats. I'm the principal of ACO Brokerage Services, the founder of the Black Friday Network, managing partner of ACO Insurance Consulting. But I have to admit, one of my most rewarding roles or hats is being a professor and a distinguished lecturer. So I know there's different reference points that people know me from, but I think everyone knows that regardless of the hat, I am extremely passionate about bringing more agents of color, agency owners of color, particular Black agents and agency owners into the insurance industry and increasing our representation. And so as a result, much like I've done everything else, I started another initiative, y'all. I started an initiative called Agent Alliance, a program that I started at Fisk University, where I was teaching last year, which is a historically Black institution in Nashville, Tennessee. And so today, to highlight the initiative, to share some good news with you guys about what my students are doing, I thought I would bring one of them on stage, right? Floss him a little bit, put him out there a little bit, so he could talk about what he's doing and how he became interested in the insurance industry. So I want everyone to meet Andrew Mason, Fisk University alum and future insurance mogul. Say hi to the people, Andrew.
Hey, how you all? As she said, my name is Andrew Mason. I'm a graduate from Fisk University 2024, and I'm just excited to be here and get into the insurance industry. When I first, yeah, I'm gonna let you ask the questions, but I was just gonna hop right into it because I was like, I did not know that I was gonna be so interested in it until I took the class.
Wait, back up. But how did you know? Like, let's be for real. So let's set the stage, everyone. Here I am teaching an intro to insurance and risk management. I think that was a class, right? Or was it property and
It
casualty? It
was
was one of them
property and
classes.
casualty. It was
It was
property.
property and casualty. Okay. And you're a senior. You're about to graduate. Like, why
Right.
on earth would you choose a course like mine on your schedule last year of school?
Yes. So I chose it because it was something I said, okay, insurance, I don't know much about it. Let me get try to see what it's talking about. Maybe this is something that interests me. And to my surprise, I had a wonderful professor, you know, that introduced it to me in such a lively way that I was like, wow, I can really see myself you know. So it's just it was the fabric of how the class was organized, the lesson planning, the way it was everything was explained, the trips, and we can get into those once the questions are asked. But like I said, going into that fall semester, I was still like, okay, I know my major, I'm business administration, concentration in management. What am I gonna do? So I was just looking for different stuff, and I took that insurance class, and I'm very very glad to take the class. Not only that, but very grateful to have a professor like.
Look, I'm gonna take that all day, Andrew. I'm gonna take that all day, right? Hold on, let me just
You
right.
deserve it. All the pats on the back, all the pats. You deserve all of it.
I appreciate that, but so just so the audience knows, because I always talk about Andrew that the responsibility is more about our industry making it appealing to the next generation, right? So tell me what specifically about the course was so appealing? Was it just you talked about kind of the presentation, but what made it so unique? What made it different from maybe other areas or classes that you took?
Um, I'd say because a lot of the times when you hear about insurance growing up, you hear like, oh, you gotta people just talking about you have life insurance. You don't even know how life insurance works. You don't know uh, underwriter. You don't know all the processes that go into it. And I really think that seeing the versatility of the insurance industry, it goes beyond, just, the insurance agents, the underwriters, the claims, that there are many different jobs within the industries, and how flexible that is what really painted that great picture for me. Another thing that what it was that when I was on the trips, we went to Columbus. When I tell you, I was just talking to person after person, and they were all, basically telling me, look, I've been in insurance longer than you've been alive, and just everybody like 20 years, like 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And the craziest thing about it is that a lot of these individuals were in my same position. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with my degree, with my knowledge that I'm getting, from Fisk University. So that's what it was. It was seeing not only just insurance professionals, but Black insurance professionals. Individuals who look like me, not only doing it but thriving within it. Looking happy. They weren't walking around with their head down, like, yeah. I'm just sad we got to go back to work. No, they were enjoying themselves the whole time. And it was really just a melting pot of different people with different mindsets as well. Because black individuals are not monoliths. So, yeah.
No, I love that. I mean, let's talk about the trips, right? Like, not for nothing. Who go on an all expense paid trip, right, to a conference where you see, to your point, a sea of Black professionals in the building, right? So tell me, how critical, how important was the visual of that for you and kind of solidifying your interest in the insurance industry?
I think that's what really did it for me. With that NAI conference, that was the point for me, because I was like, what, this is, and all the flashiness aside, I was just, hearing. I was just hearing them, the whole time, just hearing, you know, um, the different, lessons from, you know, the leadership, because there were different sides, the leadership side, and then there was the sales side. And both sides, I was just learning more and more, and I was just I was captivated by the individuals I met. People telling me all different ways, because me personally, I didn't even know if, like, okay, it's like, do I really, really want to get into the business world? I'm a very creative individual. I do spoken word. I'm a roller skater. I grew up playing music.
You ain't tell me that.
I roller skate. Real, I roller skate real bad, real bad. But yes, Chicago JB, yes ma'am. But I do all these crazy, crazy things, and it's just, okay, where's, even if it doesn't look like that, where's the room for my creativity, and just looking at the sales side, looking at, the problem solving that goes behind, insurance, the people skills that I'm learning more and more about within myself, and how much I enjoy talking and teaching individuals. So that it really did drive the nail in the coffin. That's what it was.
So I love that. I love that. That was an opportunity for you to meet some of my people. Right now, they're your people, right?
Yep.
in this industry, right? The family. But I mean, so part of the class. So let's go back to the class. Part of the class was teaching you property and casualty, learning kind of the ins and outs, the technical aspect of the business. We did a little Black insurance history, right? We got to draw some knowledge. But then also, you had the option of taking your producer's license at the end of the course. Now, what made you decide to do that?
I would say, like, it was the motivation, and just the way that everything was, put, the way that the course was set out, the individuals that I saw and that I met with, it all made, the insurance industry, it made it look obtainable, to me, a person of color. It made it look very attainable. And, as I continue, on, I just, because there's a lot of things that, while I'm moving, and trying my best to do things and moving in excellence, there's a lot of things I'm not absorbing. You made it seem so obtainable. I didn't understand how good I was doing, like landing the intern.
No, you were doing great.
I was talking to my man. He was talking like, yeah, you were the clear, you were the clear option out of a lot of other people. And I was like, wow, that's really good to hear. And I just taking a moment to soak that in, like you did a good job. And on top of that, you didn't make it like seem easy, but you showed that it was obtainable if you put the right amount of work in. You're very honest, very transparent with a lot of the stuff. The amount of work that it takes to be put in. The individuals and how they talked about their experiences. There was a lot of transparency. And even with all that, I'm still very interested. To this day. So.
Oh, we gonna get that license. Don't worry about that. We gonna get the license. Now, look, now you have a whole community rooting for you. You're gonna get the license. So, but I am proud of you. I'm proud of your commitment. I'm proud that you took the class. I'm excited that you're now in the industry with me. And you got to tell the people what you're doing now. Like you've graduated, and tell them about where you are now and what you're doing.
Yep. So right now, I was blessed. I'm in an internship with Unum. So for employee benefits sales. So it's I love it. It was something, like I keep giving her flowers, but she really deserves it. She was just giving me opportunity after opportunity. She's like, you know what? I see this. You look at this. I see this. You know what I'm saying? And it was to the place to where I God has just blessed me so much. With individuals all around me. It's like just working hard and just seeing the opportunities, and I'm just blessed to know that if I work hard enough, one of them are going to open. The right one is going to open up. The right one is going to open up, and that's. Yeah, I'm a sales intern at the Unum field office in Nashville, and I'm really enjoying it right now. Putting in as much work as I can, trying to put on the spectacular first impression and lasting impression that I have. Branding myself, all that is needed to be successful within the industry. So yeah.
Look, we love it. We love it. We love it. And so again, just kind of one of the things that I just want the audience, the people out there to hear and know is that, again, part of this is on us. Part of this is about how and you're right, Elizabeth, like the perspective is so important. And so making sure that we are portraying the right perspective around what the insurance industry is. Now, you're sitting in a very kind of unique position, Andrew, because now you have the ears of these industry professionals through this little thing that we do in this stream that we're doing. What would you tell them we need, meaning the industry needs to do different to attract more individuals like yourself? Like what should we be thinking about, right? What should the conversation be to attract more individuals like yourself?
I think that very much similar to, I think literally if they did what you did and just copied and pasted it, I think you would have a very good outline to it. You need to have you need to have people, not just one or two people come in, like have wall to wall professionals from all across the U.S. In all different walks. You talk about the claims. You have adjusters. We even had different brokers there and all that were in the building, and you could just you just speak to them. And they were so open with how they told their stories. So I would say, in order to keep obtaining more and more young individuals, I would just say introduce them in in an honest fashion. Introduce them because that's one thing I believe when you talk about the recruiting process. A lot of the times, when you see like the flashy little ads, it's not enough for us. We're like, hey, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? This is really, but when you have people, not only who look like you, but who are able to share their stories. And like I said, be honest, because a lot of people did not know that that insurance was the path for them. There were some, but not not everybody.
You're right. And there's not a lot of us, at least in my generation, that kind of were intentional about being in insurance. But I think there is an opportunity to change that. And I appreciate kind of the feedback, right? Because we need to have more transparency about what this insurance industry is, what it does, and bring that exposure to, the likes of individuals like you. And so I needed to do a big shout out to your supervisor for allowing you during work hours.
Yes, thank you so much to Matt.
Appreciate you
So much. And I told him, I said, "Yep, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it on my break time." He said, "No, it's okay. Still take your break. It's all good. As long as you're talking about you, yep, I got you." I am.
So we appreciate him.
Well, thank you, dude. Well,
yes. So, audience members, you've heard it. You've heard it from Andrew. These are some of the things that he's recommending that we do as an industry to increase the number of representation, at least from a distribution channel perspective, into our industry. Maybe we'll have another one of your colleagues. You know what I mean? There's Olivia. There's so many that have gone through the program that are doing great things today. But thank you for being the first, Andrew. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being on here with me. The first time we doing this, we didn't do too bad, did we?
No, we didn't.
We did.
I do a bad job at all. But I did.
Definitely.
Last question, if you have any time that I did want to answer, I saw it on here, and I did.
Go ahead. You want to talk to me? We got a little bit more time.
Question, what would the student, just talking to the students and anybody, who is pursuing insurance or looking at insurance or not sure. If you're pursuing it, business in general is very, very big on the connections that you make, because that's what opens up a lot of opportunities. Like I just said, if I didn't, meet Professor Ngozi, of course there was a chance, but my chances were multiplied exponentially by the way that I not only had the connection with Professor Ngozi, but the way that I cultivated it, and so that means keeping the people who, laid down your foundation, keep them updated. You know what I'm saying? Send them messages, let them know, hey, like when I got in town, I let them know, hey, I I made it, just keep them updated, and always don't burn any bridges if you don't need to. Do not burn any bridges, because I'm telling you right now, not even with your peers, because I'll tell you right now, there was somebody I didn't even know, somebody I know from school that was in one of the meetings today, and I'm like, what are you doing? So that we're at the phase and the time to where your peers, that person, you used to talk, speak to on a regular basis, that could be your boss, that could be your coworker, you know what I'm saying? That could be someone you're teaching. We're in a professional phase to where everything matters. So don't be I'm not saying be scared, of like, oh, what if this, but no, just be respectful to everyone, keep your opportunities open. Sometimes it's not going to look like what you want at first, but it opens up more and more doors as you rack up the experience, and get an internship as soon as possible, that too.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all better hire Andrew. Somebody better hire Andrew after this internship. Look, speak to it. I love that, Andrew, because I do, one of the things that we talk about in our industry is that relationships are important. And that's what you just spoke about, right? Your network is important. Don't burn any bridges, keep people close, right? And so exactly, that's the relationship that you and I have built, that I've been able to refer you in, and you've showed up, right? Which makes me so proud that you've showed up in spaces and places and represented, right, not only Fisk yourself, but the insurance industry well. And so I appreciate you. And thank you for sharing that knowledge with other students. If you are a student, hit me up, hit Andrew up, right? Ask us some questions, get a little bit of info about this insurance industry that we're so passionate about. But again, thank you, Andrew. We ran over, but that's okay. It was good info. I appreciate you doing this with me. And I will see you soon, definitely. And I'll see you guys in the industry soon. And have a great day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all so much. Take care.